As the years go by, I realize with a heavy heart how much of my photography shows places that no longer exist. Hmm. Oh, hey, just catching up on a little bit of reading here. I was thinking about something. On Saturday, the Marathon Burger joint was open. Marathon Burger on Melrose. I didn't go to the grand opening, but that's because I had been to the soft opening several months back. I had the burgers twice in one day. They were delicious. But all of this attention surrounding the Marathon Burger grand opening has got me thinking about the Marathon brand and, of course, the legacy of Nipsey Hussle. I've made so many videos about Nipsey and about my story of 109, but I haven't talked about 109 on a video in a little while. It's been weeks. Has it been a month? I'm not sure. But with all of this energy surrounding the Marathon brand, I figured I might as well make another video about Nipsey and 109. So before starting, or rather before pushing the record button on this video, I was watching the Face the World music video that I created more than 2 years ago. And this is the point that it made me ponder. What are the chances that Nipsey Hussle would have said the name of artist Jean-Michel Basquiat in his song? What are the chances? Like, I don't know if I've heard Nipsey rap about any other artist before. Maybe he mentioned Picasso in a rhyme. I'm not certain, but I imagine Picasso is so famous that I'm sure his name probably found its way into a Nipsey Hussle rhyme. I'm not sure though. And Jean-Michel Basquiat, for all of the fame and all of the acclaim, popularity that he's garnered, posthumously, certainly his popularity and fame has reached the hip hop community because you have Jay-Z rocking the Basquiat t-shirt in that interview on the subway. And then you have Jay-Z rocking his hair in a Basquiat-like fashion, even to this day. That's just Jay-Z. But then you've heard Basquiat's name uttered by Rick Ross, rappers like Rick Ross and Kanye West, right? Or Ye, as he goes by today. So these are some heavy hitters, and they are aware of Basquiat's legacy. And so was Nipsey Hussle, which is why he uttered his name. But Nipsey uttered Basquiat's full name, Jean-Michel Basquiat, which was a beautiful thing. I mean, I just wanted to, point that out. While others may have just said Basquiat, Nipsey said Jean-Michel Basquiat. Okay, so maybe it was Basquiat's popularity that made Nipsey write his name in that song. Maybe. Or maybe there was something else working at hand. Let me tell you, the idea that Nipsey Hussle puts Basquiat's name in his rap, that's a curiosity. That's an oddity. How did that happen? How did Nipsey learn about Basquiat? What was it about him that intrigued him? Okay? That's what makes it odd, all right? Because Basquiat is an art figure, right? Well, if you study Basquiat's life, you know that he was far more hip hop than anything else, really. You know, sampling from other artists' works and then creating his work, which was an amalgamation of references, um, and 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 it was a reflection of street life, of street elements, organic elements that Basquiat was pulling from. So Basquiat very much was a hip hop artist. So really, Nipsey putting his name in there was just perfect, right? But again, the way that I learned about Basquiat, I learned about him because he was an artist. And later I learned of his connections to hip hop. But it was art first. So I wonder, how did Nipsey come to learn about Basquiat, right? Anywho, what are the chances that Nipsey would write Jean-Michel Basquiat's name in a rap? But not only that, what are the chances that Jean-Michel Basquiat, in one of his paintings, would write the number 1, 0, and 9? Now, the number 109 has no relationship to Nipsey whatsoever. Not that I know of, rather. But 109 has a relation to me. It relates to me. It's my birthday, October 9th. And the thing about this 109 that was written on Jean-Michel Basquiat's artwork is that not only were those numbers there on that work of art, but there is actually a picture of Nipsey Hussle that is eerily similar to the painting that Jean-Michel Basquiat created. It's eerily similar. Because in that painting that Jean-Michel Basquiat created, you have what looks like a male figure, and then off to the left from the viewer. If you're looking at the artwork, it's to the left, but it's the male figure's right, if you're looking from the perspective of the male figure in the painting. Off to the right, the number 1, 0, and 9 is there. In the picture of Nipsey Hussle, it's the same figure. It's a male figure, Nipsey, and then to the right is the number 1, 0, and 9, or 109. What are the chances that Nipsey would put Basquiat's name in a song? What are the chances that a painting by Basquiat would have the number 109 written on it, and that there would be a picture of Nipsey Hussle that is reminiscent of the painting? What are the chances, y'all? And then here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. What are the chances of that same painting that Jean-Michel Basquiat created, with the number 109 written on it, with the male figure there on it? What are the chances that Basquiat wrote words and phrases on that painting and they have great significance and they refer to and allude to Nipsey Hussle? What are the chances? These connections, these coincidences, certainly they're bizarre, crazy, spooky, crazy, spooky, hilarious, scary, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Yes. All of that. But it's true. And the painting, well, the painting was created 3 years before Nipsey Hussle was even born. Yeah, it really makes you, it's one of those things that really makes you say, that's what I've got. Peace and blessings from IC 109. The marathon continues, y'all.
October 9th. That's where it starts.
You see, it's the same old thing.